in Radicals history. Kevin Brown, Scott Riggles, Andrew Meshnick, Logan Pruce, Peter Graffi, Kevin Pettit-Scantling.
Try-wise not on the field.
And Thomas Coolidge. This is basically the Madison D-line. Oh, no one guarding Meshnick. A huge error. Meshnick to the end zone. Knocked away!
Welcome back to the AUDL Take, and what you just saw, in my opinion, is probably the best play in Ultimate history. Definitely in the AUDL, but I think it, in context, if you look at it, is just one of the most incredible plays I've ever seen. I wanted to take this episode as time for us to just look at a single play that I think really defines what the AUDL is capable of, and this was just an incredible thing to see from just, watching it on TV, but I was actually there in Madison watching it. This was 2016 for those who aren't aware of this actual play. It was the semifinals to go into the championship game, and Seattle and Madison were going at it. And if you actually watch the game, Madison pretty much had the control. They were keeping Seattle back for most of the game. It wasn't until about the third quarter, and you see at the end of it, Seattle, I believe, gets a buzzer beater to kind of get the game pretty much close within reach. And that fourth quarter, you saw Seattle just really take hold, and you could tell Madison was kind of playing a game of, we were just trying to prevent them from catching up. We were just trying to hold on to a lead rather than staying aggressive. And you get this moment here where you see the play, and we'll kind of play it again here. This isn't a bad decision from Madison. This is a great throw. 99% of the time, this is going to be a perfect throw for a score. But here you go, a man running it down, not giving up on a play, and just lays out and just gets the tiniest little finger on it, but it just does just enough. And talk about the crowd there. It was a very heavy Madison crowd. They're in Madison. There's a lot of support for this team. They haven't won a championship yet. I think there was close to about 4,000 people that day, which in my personal experience, I've never seen that many people, or I've been with that many people watching Ultimate. What you hear, and you can notice it in the video, I'll kind of play it again, you can hear there's the crowd let out this gasp, or they have all this excitement, and then it just drops. And being there, you could feel it.
Look at how much space he makes up coming the whole way. Just gets the tiniest finger on it.
I immediately started freaking out because I kind of wanted Madison to win that game, because they go in and they were going to play Dallas. I imagine there was going to be even a bigger crowd. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh no, oh no. But it was an incredible play, and the atmosphere really makes it even more exciting to watch, and being there, it's something I'll never forget. So who was this man who made the incredible play? Well, that was none other than Donnie Clark, who actually, if you look up online, he has a lot of great blocks for the Cascades, and I think this one not only is probably his best or his favorite, but I think in AUDL history, it'll be something that will be remembered for a long time. Honestly, it reminded me of LeBron James when he had the block that ended up winning them the championship for Cleveland. It just had that same feeling. It was a block that it was such a big and impactful play that you knew it was what was going to cause that team to win. And I think right here, it was about 36 seconds left, and that block, now Seattle just has to hold on to the disc, and that's what they do, and they go on to play Dallas. It was an incredible moment. It was something I will always remember as far as Ultimate, as listening to a fan base just loud as I've ever heard in Ultimate, and to watch it just drop and go completely silent. That's something that's beautiful about sports, especially when you're there, why people go to games, because it's not just the sport, it's the environment itself. And that, just to me, unfortunately for Madison's sake, was an incredible thing to experience for someone who just loves the game itself. I felt bad for the Madison fans, but I want this play to always be remembered. It's just an incredible show that what the sport can be, and showing the athleticism that's required, and honestly just the hope that players have, that never giving up on a play. this just encompasses everything about Ultimate that we all love. That's going to wrap up this quick episode from the AUDL take. I do also want to mention there was a couple other plays in there. Hussein Carnegie had an incredible block and then throwing it all the way across the field, a full field huck to get a score. There was a lot in this game that Seattle had to do to come back and beat Madison. So there's probably, if you look at it, if you can go back, there are plenty of highlights to enjoy. But I just really wanted to specifically talk about the block. And I think that's, to me, what it's always going to be remembered as. But I want to thank you all for tuning into the show. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all next week.